Tell me about what you're doing here at Fright Fest.
I'm promoting the Zombie Times. People call me Zombie Ed. I've been publishing the World's Only Zombie newspaper for 7 years. We've got 13,000 people that subscribe at the moment. And we promote big releases, but also independent releases, zombie walks, films that need extras and makeup artists. And just so the current issue of the Zombie Times has got things on Outpost 2, but also somebody self-published a graphic novel called Zombies vs. Clowns, and it's 8 pages. And there's a couple of bands that have done zombie tracks that we promote as well, so all levels of zombie stuff. We come down here every couple of years, just try and get people to sign up to the newsletter, hand out some flyers, but like I said, there's 13,000 people that actually read our stuff at the moment, and anything at all. I mean, one of the big things we try and do is if anyone's making a zombie film, we get them extras, makeup artists, sometimes financial support through kind of Indiegogo sites and stuff like that, but anything zombie related we do actually try and promote.
Now, why are zombies quite so appealing, do you think?
A while ago I was asked the question, which was simply why zombies, and I think it's because when people watch zombie films, it's a conquerable evil. If you're in a werewolf film and you meet a werewolf, you're dead. Michael Myers, Freddy, anyone like that. But in a zombie film, and I think something that Shaun of the Dead actually captured, was you probably would get a cricket bat and attempt to have a go. And it's a really accessible genre as well. Loads of people can make a decent low-budget zombie film. There was one that came out last year called Dead Genesis, which is a really, really depressing film. But it had no budget and did affect people emotionally when they saw it. So it's kind of, if you were making a werewolf film, the makeup would have to be, exceptional. Serial killer films really need something significant and stand outy, but zombie films, you can get away with a lot and still produce something that's accessible and,
Now, talking about makeup, tell me about what's going on here today, because you're looking mighty bloody, might I say. Tell me about your makeup.
Now, the outfit is a family heirloom. It's a dinner jacket that's over 60 years old. And my dad wore it on stage, and I've actually worn it on stage, and then it started falling apart. So I've been wearing this for about 8 years, comparing zombie events. The shirt, with bullet holes and inside-out black T-shirt. Whenever I do makeup, I just wipe my hands on my shirt, so it keeps getting more and more messy. And the zombie makeup is actually, it's very accessible because I've done loads, but I've got a little Marks & Spencer sandwich bag with latex, a bruise wheel, 2 different types of blood, and you can just do it in front of a toilet mirror rather than sitting there for half an hour and be pampered like some strangely sinister victim of a beauty parlour.
Now, if anyone's starting out and think, I like what that guy's got going on, I fancy coming to an event like this, dressing up as a zombie too, what are your tips for them?
Always mess up your clothing as much as possible, because there's nothing worse than seeing somebody really gory, really horribly made up, but they're wearing a pristine lab coat. On the quick plug front, on Terror for Fun, Terror, then the number 4 fun.com, there are 3 downloadable makeup guides, one written by me, one written by a friend, and one written by Stuart Conran, who did the makeup for Shaun of the Dead. And it is just, we're trying to make it really accessible, but don't go overboard. I mean, I do as a living, I'm a makeup artist for the NHS, so I do actually do medically accurate makeup. But go on Amazon, get a couple of books, have a bit of a go. My wife got really fed up with being coated in latex and wax and whatever, but it just, it gives you something to do, and, you get better and better and more popular at Halloween.
And what got you into zombies in the first place?
I've always liked the films, and then a friend a few years ago got a campsite and wanted an activity for her 30th birthday, and I liked zombies and she liked the 70s. So we kind of did, there was about 40 friends together, and it ended up being a bit kind of zombie-esque game of tick, and if a zombie ticked you, etc. But it just grew from there. And we've done 11 zombie events over 7 years now, and we do the UK Festival of Zombie Culture. And the more reasons for people to dress up and be more zombified, because it's not pretentious. It's not like vampires with crushed velvet and, you know, serial killers with dangerous weapons. You can get a pile of people who want to dress up as zombies, shamble about. Half a dozen of you is great. I mean, a few years ago, Leicester Square, there was 700 people for the Zombie Diaries when that was released as part of Fright Fest. So it is actually just a really nice thing. You know, get together and you get all manner of zombies, green zombies, white zombies, running about, contact lens zombies. It's just a really nice
What's your favourite type of zombie?
Slow and simple. Because I think the fast zombies, you're just screwed. End of, you know, I'm not as fit as I should be, you know, I do enjoy a drink at the weekend. I'd just be zombie fodder. So I don't like to think of myself being just zombie fodder. So slow zombies, I do like. And with zombie films, the secret of success is the more descriptive words you put in front of it, the better. So if you've got, for Dead Snow, you had Nazi zombies, which is good. For Zombie Lake, you had underwater Nazi zombies, which, you know, is even better. So the more things you can put in front of the word zombie, you know, Australian, ear-munching, vegetarian zombies, you know, it intrigues people more.
What would you do if faced with a zombie?
Run. Now, a lot of people, one thing that I'm asked is a vital piece of equipment for surviving the zombie apocalypse. And it's chocolate raisins. Because some people go, oh, I'd have a cricket bat or I'd have a gun or whatever. But chocolate raisins, you've got energy. If you've got kids, you've got a bribe. It'll prevent you from being constipated. And they taste really nice as well. So loads of people think about the combat side, but I like to think about the non-constipated running away side.
You see, I thought where you were going with the chocolate raisins was actually, you know, to throw them on the floor and distract the zombies so that they're not kind of realising that you're food.
But that'd be a waste of chocolate raisins, wouldn't it?
It would actually, wouldn't it? And they are quite nice. So.
Yeah, so chocolate raisins. I always have some in the house as well. So when people say, I'd have a gun, you know, it's not that realistic, but you can go down the road, you can get chocolate raisins, you can survive.
So I like to think of you now maybe as having a whole room or at least a whole cupboard at home stuffed with chocolate raisins.
Unfortunately, I eat them all as soon as we get them in the house. But if it did look like we were actually threatened with a proper zombie apocalypse, I would start hoarding them and eating them at the same time. But they are nice as well, you see, so...
That's a top tip. Thank you very much for that. I'm sure you'll save lots of lives when the zombie apocalypse comes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.